guys, Coach Nick, Coach Stefan, back again with another rowing tutorial. If you haven't seen our other one about the rowing technique, go check that out, then come back here. Today we are going over damper setting. Alright, so this big flywheel machine has a whole bunch of settings that we can do along the side when we move this damper up and down. Now how this works may be a little more counterintuitive to what you may think. A lot of people think, oh, I want to go fast, let's crank that bad boy up to a 10, no one's going to beat me off the rower this time. But it works a little bit differently than that. So this damper setting, what it does is it decides how much air you're going to let into the flywheel to give it resistance. The closer you are to a 1, the more it pinches off the air, and so the faster that flywheel will get, and then it'll stay there because there's less air resistance inside the actual rower. Now, if we were to pick that bad boy up to a 10, all of a sudden now we're able to flood it with air, and it would feel like as if you were to take it compared to the 1 and dump this thing in water and try to row. So, how does this work for you as an athlete? If I were to give you two avatars, one being a marathon runner and one being a sprinter, like Coach Stefan here, alright, the sprinter would actually work down at a 1. You may be thinking, what? That makes no sense. But the sprinter is a fast twitch athlete. So for him to be able to catch the flywheel when he's rowing, which is the whole point of how this flywheel works, we want to make sure that the chain catches the wheel with our stroke in order to apply force. You need to be a fast twitch athlete to be able to catch that flywheel when it's spinning up at a 1 or spinning up high on a 1. So it's going to look like a much stronger, more explosive stroke. Now that marathon runner, he's going to be closer to a 10 because he's a slow twitch athlete. He likes to burn slow and low. Alright, the way that's going to work is now he does not need to be as explosive to catch the flywheel because the air resistance is going to slow it down a lot more than if it were on a 1. The way this is going to look, and this is why Coach Stefan is here, is he's going to demo, when we're on a 10, he's going to give me some slow strokes. Alright, this way it's a lot easier for him to catch that flywheel because it slows down a lot faster. Now if you're new to rowing, this is where you want to start. That way you don't have to worry about being so quick and dialed in with your technique. You can easily catch that flywheel with each stroke and learn to get more connected to the rower. As we get more comfortable, we can start to dial it down. Now, if you're a sprinter, like my friend here, he can give me some quick explosive strokes. Obviously not on the first one, get it set, and then you can start to give me some quick pops. That's what's going to help you catch the flywheel and then now keep it going while it's staying up there. So, you may be wondering, how do I apply this to me? Well, depending on the type of athlete you are, you might be a little closer to a 1, you might be a little closer to a 10. It really just depends on you. What I tell you is come in, every other workout that you have with the rower, test it out. Test it out, see what it feels like for you, see which one feels best for you, because I can't tell you off the bat, and then from there, you'll be a little bit more intimate and a little bit more connected with your rower. Alright guys, we'll see you again next time when we go over drag factor and how to set the rower to your standard every time, no matter where you are.